The Curse Breaker. My story, my family, and the Akashic truth that set me free. Introduction. There are stories we inherit, stories we are told to repeat, and then there are stories we are born to break. This is mine. My name is Lara Pitonio. I once believed about family, love, fate, and fate. The Curse Breaker is a raw and unapologetic journey through the tangled root of a family history steeped in silence, control, and contradiction. I was born into a religious household under the strict and fear inducing doctrine of the Jehovah Witnesses. Outwardly, we were taught to present ourselves as righteous, obedient, faithful, but behind closed doors, a far darker reality unfolded. My mother, while cloaked in the image of spiritual piety, practiced black magic. She invoked forces of control, power, and fear, while claiming to be the moral compass of our family. My father, a man who wanted to do good, who tried his best to raise his family in faith, was in truth the first casualty of her manipulation, not just emotionally, but energetically, bound by spell, weakened by curses and spiritual imprisonment. He lived and died never fully understanding the invisible forces that shaped his fate. We were 8 children, each of us scarred in different ways. Some rebelled, some submitted, some went silent. All of us, in one way or another, were broken by the weight of what we could never name until now. This book is not just about what happened, it is about what I discovered in the aftermath. Through the Akashic Records, I was able to lift the veil on the spiritual architecture of my life. I began to understand that many of the things we suffered are not accidental, but part of a greater blueprint, soul level agreements chosen before birth, designed to awaken us, to teach us, to ultimately lead us home. The Akashic Records revealed that even the most painful players in my story, my mother, my father, my siblings, have made soul level choices. Choices I too had made. Not to punish, but to learn. Not to destroy, but to grow. And it was only through confronting this truth that I was finally able to break the cycle, not just for myself, but for those who come before me and those who may come after. How to use this book? This book is not meant to be read passively. It is not a simple retelling of trauma, not a chronological memoir of a family dysfunction. This is a living map, a mirror, a ritual of reclamation. Each chapter offers more than a story. It offers a frequency, a vibration encoded with memory, recognition, and truth. A vibration encoded within these very words. You are invited to read with your heart open, your body present, and your soul awake. If you feel uncomfortable, curious, angry, or profoundly seen, good. That means it's working. That means something within you is stirring. At the end of each major section, you will find a sacred invitation titled Through the Akashic Lenses. These are not commentaries, they are energetic transmissions. They reframe what happened through soul level insights, exploring karmic ties, contract, distortion, and interference from the perspective of the Akashic Records. These passages are written to break spells, the inherited programming, silent agreements, and generational binding to hold your story hostage. They are not just for understanding my family. They are not for yours. They are for every reader who has felt the whisper. Something was never right. This wasn't just a dysfunction, it was designed. I was born to end this. This is the story I once couldn't tell, and now I tell it not to for closure, but for opening. I wrote this to free myself from a legacy that was never mine to carry, and in doing so, I discovered something universal. When we dare to name the truth, it begins to heal not only ourselves, but others. May this book meet the part of you that remembers what you came here to forget. The questions are designed to disrupt illusion, ignite remembrance, and activate your sovereignty. You don't have to answer everything at once. You don't even have to fully understand it yet. Just let the words move through you. Let your nervous system feel what your mind can't explain. Let the clarity land when it's ready. This is a book you may return more than once, because with each layer you heal, you'll read it differently. You see not just the curse, but the invitation within it. Not just the pain, but the divine architecture behind it. Not just the family, but the soul contracts. You are now free to complete, release, or rewrite. So take your time. Pause when something pierces. Underline what haunts you. Write your own reflections in the margins. And then you feel that first wave of truth rise from your chest or stomach or throat. Know this, your soul remembers. That's why you picked up this book. That's why you can't put it down. This isn't the end of a story. It's the start of your seeing.